Thanks for downloading a 3CR podcast. 3CR is an independent community radio station based in Melbourne, Australia. We need your financial support to keep going. Go to www.3cr.org.au for more information and to donate online. Now stay tuned for your 3CR podcast.
We're putting up new buildings, we're knocking down the old. We're working in the summer heat and in the winter cold. And the labour power we sell, me boys, for a hard and weekly pay produces mighty profits for the greedy MBA. And whether we were born here or born in Italy, in Greece, in Spain or Ireland, in England or Fiji, we all of us are workers, united we must stand, until the wealthy bludgers have been driven from our land. We faced deregistration, it backfired in the face. We're not fooled by arbitration, we won't stay in our place. We hit the bosses hard and fast to win and keep our gains, and break a couple of concrete pours to back our log of claims. So keep your powder dry and hold your head up high. It's class to class and face to face, our limit is the sky. We've got a fighting history and we never will be cowed. Our builders' labour is a name to make a man feel proud.
Good morning from the Concrete Gang, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, 8:55 on your AM dial, 9:30 every Sunday morning, longest-running radio show, award-winning radio show, and it's just getting better because the griller is away.
He's gone.
So,
We've taken over.
So, what's going on, my good friend the Sparrow?
Well, we've just got back from our expedition to Cuba.
Oh, Cuba. We have been to Cuba. We went over there on a delegation with the union, with a few other branches, and got, we were a guest of the construction union over there. Yeah. And we sort of went around and had a look at, how Cuba is doing, and it's pretty tough over there at the moment.
Yeah, it's not doing the best, but it was a bit of an eye-opener too, wasn't it?
Yeah, a big eye-opener. Like, obviously, Cuba's been smashed for probably the last 60 years, and I think when we were there, they were telling us about how the document got released, what the plan was from America to Cuba 60 years ago, and it was to inflict pain on the Cuban people so they rebel against the government.
The government, against the revolution.
And then, obviously, Obama lifted a few of the sanctions, and then Trump come in and put another 200 on, and then put them on the terrorist group, least. So,
because we've been to Cuba, we can't go to America for at least a year, and if we do, we've got to do an interview.
And who really wants to go to that shithole? In my eyes.
Although Cuba wasn't...
The only time I'd want to go to America is to get to Mexico.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's like some of them sanctions are pretty unbelievably harsh. Like you look at one of them, it's a bit of a time. Like I might put a bit of sauce on it maybe, but if you're a shipping company and you deliver any products, so if you're an international world shipping company and you deliver any products to Cuba, you're not allowed to deliver in an American port or 5 other countries for between six and 8 months. Yeah. So if you've got a fleet of 200 ships,
they can't go.
So they're struggling getting just basic essentials. They've got there's no soap and no luxury items, and we're talking to people there, and you don't see shoe shops and sort of stuff. You got to buy all that sort of stuff on the black market.
And countries aren't allowed to get anything from Cuba. Like sugar's one of their biggest imports.
Exports.
Exports. We're not allowed to take anything from that.
Like they run out of the hotel the Queensland organisers are staying at. They run out of tea bags and they're just running out of products. Like
banks had no money in them.
Yeah, you go somewhere and get something to eat, and say the menu's got 10 items, they're only selling 2. Because
everything tastes the same too.
And everything tastes like Cuba, but can make a mojito.
Yeah.
And also, obviously, I think Venezuela was supplying them with oil and that, and I think America told them they were going to put a battleship out the front of them, and so now they can only get 20 litres. They get 20 litres of fuel
and they're paying,
a day or a week.
They're paying double what the rest of the world is for petrol. Something like 75 million they've got to come up with every 10 days for petrol.
Yeah, so they're just
their petrol's still cheaper than ours a litre.
And
That's $1.10 a litre.
obviously we've had people go over there before, and from pretty much before COVID now, since Trump put on more sanctions, that it's got so much worse. You know, the people, it's just, you know,
It's breaking them.
It's breaking them. You can see how they're struggling big time, aren't they?
Yeah.
And it's, you know, no fault of the people. You know, it's just you know, they got nothing.
They got nothing. I don't think their government's the best either.
Yeah.
The union's run by the government. Everything's run by the government.
All the industry's run by the government.
By the government.
So it's, you know, it is an eye opener. And
We had a driver. Remember, he had to. They're joining the army is compulsory for 2 years, and he was getting what, 7 peso a month or something.
What is it? What's their dollar called? Whatever their dollar is, and 7 pesos, which wouldn't even be 20 cents Australian.
No.
You know what I mean? To live on for a month.
A month.
Yeah? So it's just, you know, hardship put on them. Just the end result is to put pressure on them to, you know, tap out. And even like you go there, and the American Embassy, like we went to the May Day rally, which is out the front of the American Embassy. They didn't have the march, but the American Embassy, every other embassy is sort of in like a back street further back. They're right in the middle of the beach, right in the
beach.
like main road. And it's a massive building with a big American flag. And then you got 2 massive Cuban flags either side. It was pretty funny. Like we were driving, because where our hotel was, we were driving past it every day. And you could see them before the march boarding up
the
all the
embassy.
windows. I was spewing. We didn't get to throw rocks at it. I was picking up stones for days. But you know, that's the suffering of the Cuban people, you know, and that's what happens when, you know, you got the capitalist people across the ditch that are making it hard. And some of the hardest stuff coming from, like, you look at Trump is ex-Cubans pushing Trump to put more sanctions on. You know what I mean? Like from Florida.
From Florida, the ones with money.
With money, you know.
Yeah.
So it's pretty harsh. It's, you know, it is where it is, and they're struggling through, but it is getting harder. So
Yeah, you wouldn't like to go back in 5 years again and see how bad it really gets.
yeah, you know? unless like, you know, the United Nations and that should step in and tell America, just leave them alone.
Back off.
You just there's no. I can't see what America wants. What do you want them just to put up the white flag and, you know, abandon all their beliefs, and, you know, it's
Let the gangsters run it again.
let the gangsters run it again. You know, so it's tough. So what other than
That was Cuba.
That was Cuba.
Spain was good.
We went to Spain on the way back. That's a good place.
Yeah.
That's a good crack.
Yeah.
So what else has been happening, mate?
We had an incident with a scaffolder the other day.
Yep.
His name is Pino. He's been around forever. 60-year-old scaffolder. He's fallen nearly 4 meters. He just got back from Bali for his 60th birthday. He's fallen 4.5 meters, I think, and he's landed on his head. He's not in a great way. I think he's stable, but they've got him. They've had to, you know, crack open his skull a bit to relieve the pressure of the bleeding from the brain. So he's not in a great way. So our thoughts are going out to Pino and his family out there.
And obviously it was on an Island Brown job. We're still investigating the incident. It seems like there's some clips maybe
weren't on or something.
On the board. He stood on the board and the board's moved or whatever, but he's fallen off.
But by all accounts, everyone on the job did a grouse job, you know, getting him stable, getting him, the first respondents there did their bit, and hopefully he pulls through.
Hopefully, shout out to him and his family, and hope it, he gets through it. You know, it's a lot going on. Also, what else is happening, brother?
It seems like crane crews they're doing their job with their inspections. They're found a crack in a slew ring the other day while they were doing their inspection. So
we've had a couple,
another drum. The cable was getting tangled, but it goes to show that they're doing their jobs while they're doing their inspection. So that's why we do them, and give the crews enough time to go up and do their inspections before you just say, hook down, I need the hook down at 7, I need the hook down at 7, you know?
Yeah, and it's a credit to the crane crews to show they are doing the inspection.
Exactly.
We've had two incidents like Sparrow was saying. We had one of them got picked up a cracked slew ring, and that's a fair bit of the crane.
It's a pretty
so
important
I don't know
piece.
if it didn't get picked up in the green sticker, but it shows they work. And I think another crane, they picked up the spill, the winch getting tied up in the spill. Shout out to the crane crews are doing their job.
So that just goes to show why they need the time to do their inspections properly, you know, because builders love fucking pushing the crane, don't they?
Oh, please. It's like that in concrete. It's a builder's errand.
Yeah. Speaking of concrete, we had a job there in Frankston. They got stuck on a port till 11:30, I think Tuesday, Wednesday night.
Oh, that wouldn't be how E. Simons, would it?
Nah, mate. AFB. And then They wanted to pour on a Saturday, and this pour, mate, if everything went well, the earliest they would have been out was 7:30. So they come to their senses and said, look, we'll do it Tuesday. Give them the break, the RDO, and we'll pour it Tuesday and see how quick they can get it in moving forward.
Wouldn't happen if they've got Mossy out there in his gumboots. I couldn't see him sitting out there in the gumboots till 7 o'clock on a Saturday night.
He was ringing yesterday at 5 o'clock.
Whinging. Whinging. Oh, come on, just give me this one. Oh.
But, everyone works a long week, and you can't just throw a Friday and Saturday. It's not a free-for-all, what time they work till.
And it's amazing some of these mistakes these builders make. You know what I mean? Like
with their program.
Even like I heard of one this week in the city where they didn't get the permits. And the council come and cancelled the concrete pour.
That might have been next door to our building.
It might have been a part of our new building, but we blame the shop steward.
We blame the shop steward for sending the truck away anyway.
Yep, so...
he's doing a good job out there. And they're topping out.
Yeah, this week they should have the final pour. It would have been done the other day, but they
lost the truck.
They lost the truck because of the council permit. But
so Wednesday, Thursday, that should be the final pour next door.
When's he going to announce his roof party?
I heard he's got something big planned.
Big, massive.
Yeah.
So
take the day off the next day.
So they've smashed. I've got to say, the boys next door, they've smashed our building.
I think the crane's coming down next weekend.
Yeah, so like I said, it's 7 levels. They've knocked it out.
It's only a small footprint, but
the brickies have got there.
They're doing their archways downstairs. The laminated timber's going up, I think, today.
Yeah, so it's good to see. It's going to be awesome.
Good looking building. So they've all done a good job. And it's a small footprint. That makes it hard because you can't get everything delivered. Yeah. There's no lay-down area, so they've done a pretty good job there.
I think it's only 7 metres wide or something, isn't it? So we're talking small footprint. And obviously they did it with bond deck and steel, so it's,
It looks cool.
It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be a great thing. We'll go into it. We've had a lot of industry issues in the industry. We had some issues on a job with
mental health,
bit of mental health. So just be aware of it. Like obviously if you see a mate struggling, go see the shop steward or
someone.
Speak to them. Ask the question if you see someone struggling. Like even if someone in your family, we were talking to Inklink this week.
Yeah.
They come in. If someone in your family struggling, you're a union member, you're a member of Inklink, you can access the counselling there for, your immediate family and even your kids and your wife or you and your missus going through a bit of grief.
Yeah.
Access it, and
it's all for free.
And it's no shame in asking the question.
Nah.
You know what I mean? You'll always regret if you don't.
I don't think anything's worth suicide, is it?
Get around, and that's why we've got good programs like Inklink and all that, and and it's like I said, there's no shame in asking, and even if you're struggling with stuff, within your family, just even if you got one of your kids are struggling, bring up Inklink, even if you need some advice, or even if you've got a mate you think he's a bit worried about, you can ring up Inklink yourself and they'll give you some advice on how to approach him or whatever, and make sure, and if you get the opportunity, take advantage of doing the Blue Hats program. So like I said,
it helps you pick up on little things you wouldn't normally if someone's struggling.
Especially like mental illness, I know, especially like you look around the nation, like construction workers, we lead the nation in deaths, which is, pretty fucking morbid. And it's a pretty blight on ourselves, If someone's got, we've all seen if someone gets hurt or someone's crook or someone's got cancer, we all get around it. But for some reason, when it comes to mental health, that ourselves, we don't put our hand up. You know what I mean? So...
Especially as steward and organisers, you're always worried about everyone else, not yourself.
So, which and a shout out the steward out in the job. I think there was an issue out in the west, young Yarnie and the steward out there. They did a sterling job, got around the blokes and all that. So,
and he's still here.
And he's still here, and he's getting the treatment. So shout out to them boys for doing their bit. So. All right, we might cut to the first track and a bit of La 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 Bumba.
Everything sounded like La Bumba in Cuba, didn't it?
Oh, it was.
Yo no
La Bamba. How good of a song is that? And it's hard to believe that the singer of that, Richie Valens, was only 17 when he wrote all these like he had 3 or 4 major hits, and died at the age of 17 or whatever it was, I think. I might be wrong, but I thought I saw it on the movie.
Probably.
I'll make it on the next bit. It's not the first time the Concrete Gang's been wrong, but so obviously, I say obviously. We've got there's a Labor conference. It's been going Saturday and Sunday. So
we got out of it.
He got out of it. I'll be dragged into it, but there's a few motions. Obviously, we recorded this on Friday, so that we go. We'll give you more detail next week. But on a couple of things the union's putting up, and there's probably more, and I'm probably doing it injustice. But the few things we are chasing is we're chasing a better jobs code, and what a part of the better jobs code is a better social procurement.
Yes, nailed it.
I nailed it. It's only taken me 5 years, and I can finally say that word without the Builders Labour stutters, as the Grilla would put it. But social procurement, what we want is, if there's government jobs, and when last election we had Daniel Andrews come to our shop stewards meeting and say any contract over $10 million would be full.
Yeah, I think he even said $1 million.
$1 million.
A bit ambitious. But
full union, full EBA rates, full crack.
He said that in front of about 600 of us.
That's what we're pushing, and we're putting the motion up to make that happen again. We want that. So if Victorian tax money's getting funding these projects, it should be
union wages, good conditions.
Minimum conditions.
Yeah.
Getting Incolin, getting redundancy, getting super, getting wages, getting holiday pay, getting full-time employed, getting stuff. And it's proven across the world that you spend money in construction, and these government jobs are to stimulate the economy as well. We're construction workers. We're shit with money.
Yeah.
We
spend it.
We spend it.
Yeah.
And everyone gets it. So it just keeps going around, and that's the way the dream is
That's
won.
right.
So obviously, and that, we should, any jobs that the government's building should be union jobs.
Oh, and remember we used to have Australian products?
Yeah.
All the doors were made here, all the kitchens were made here, everything was made here.
We used to have all them clauses in their EBA. That's what we want. And, we do have offsite, and we do look after manufacturing stuff. But we want their products on their jobs, So that's one of the things we're pushing hard for, and, we're confident that hopefully we get up. Happy days.
The Black Panthers just turned up.
Yeah. So
only an hour late.
He's only an hour.
Samoan time.
He's in Pacific Islander time.
Yeah.
So
he's coming in.
We got the Black Panther. We'll try and get him in if he comes around. So we'll get into him. But the other thing, there's a few other motions we're putting up, like licensing of trades. We've got all that up, but it hasn't been funded. So
no one wants to fund it. So there's no point having it up if we can't fund it.
Oh, here we go. Pacific Islander time.
Yeah. Samoan time.
The Panther.
I was just buying some KFC, sorry.
KFC and a box of Coronas.
That's it.
Woos. So obviously, we want to license the trades. We've done all the hard yards, and now we need it properly funded so we can roll it out. And get everyone, licensed up. So, and that's a game changer in our industry. Yeah. So that's a big thing. And also we're putting up, you've seen nationally, I think the ACT branch and Zach Smith, our national secretary, we had a protest out the front of the Parliament House in Canberra about,
in support of Palestine.
And we're putting some motions up to say, we don't think Victorian money or any of our money should be going to support the war machine that is Palestine and supply bombs.
And weapons, and same as the unis.
So obviously, with the union, we support the people at the union.
Good on them.
Protest. If you don't have a dip, no one will listen.
There's no point sooking if you're not going to.
You see, like we were talking about Cuba. Cuba supplies more doctors for medical aid, and America supplies more bombs and calls it in the name of peace. I don't know what's.
That was the other thing about Cuba when was Hurricane Katrina. Was it they sent all their people over there to go help them out, all the medical people help them out, and then when they had coronavirus, America wouldn't even send them over any oxygen, so they were just dying in the hospitals. So
while we've got the Panther here, we're going to ask him what's going on with Pacifica.
Oh, mate, bit fresh this morning. Guys, sorry to everyone. I've sort of lost my voice, but it's probably a bad time to chat about this Pacifica stuff.
Oh yeah.
But next week I reckon I'll be good to go.
Good to go.
Yeah,
Sweet.
but no, everything's running smooth.
Late scratching.
Yes. Everything's running smooth with it, and just doing positive stuff in the union for our.
So you've been out there feeding the homeless and doing a few other things.
Yeah. So we jumped in with cots. So that's Christmas on the streets one time, and just giving back and just feeding the less fortunate and the homeless on Sunday. So we try and do it every few weeks, and hopefully one day CFMEU Pacifica can have our own one, so we can do the same thing as everyone else.
I tell you what, after that Pacific night, I wouldn't mind eating your food. I might go out in the street just so I get on your food.
Well, this is probably one of the first events that actually had food left over.
I wouldn't believe it, because looking at the size of some of the blokes there.
Oh, mate, geez, they've eaten a lot since they were kids. So
good on them.
Yeah,
great night. So yeah, thanks for coming down. I know you're running a bit late, but there is jumpers available too. So if you need a jumper or whatever, get online.
Jump on the website.
Go into the office and get them, you know what I mean? So get out there.
Support the movement.
Plenty of small sizes left.
Yeah, so
only the small sizes. It goes up to 7XL, and unfortunately the 7s are gone. So, all good. Thanks, guys.
So obviously Pacifica, just for those who don't know, Pacifica's pretty much all our Polynesian members are sort of coming together and sort of, trying to be more connected in the community and get more involved in the union and come together, and, because obviously we've got a lot of Polynesian Pacific members right across, our industry.
Yeah, and it's just informing a lot of our people, because a lot of our people, they're very standoffish and they're very shy. So trying to eventually have our own little workshops, and Miracle and I are just trying to work together with them to try and sort out that, and just stuff with the immigration stuff, so we don't get deported.
Wouldn't be ideal.
But
your paperwork's all sorted. On the record.
Off record, yeah. But eventually we want to do workshops, so then our people can come together as a group and do our thing, so we can educate them on the C-bus and Culling stuff as well. So there's some positive stuff happening, and in between we'll be doing the homeless stuff and doing some more of that stuff with the union. So grateful for the opportunity, and like to thank the execs at the union for giving us an opportunity and a platform to help our people. Awesome. Thanks,
That's good stuff.
And just one other thing, obviously we spoke about it a couple of weeks ago, how we're moving into local government, and also we've been doing a bit of inquiries and that. In the local government, our little local government campaign, going into the local shires and that, and signing up.
Council workers.
Outside staff. We've signed up already, since it started, over 650 members out of that. So we're here to stay. We're coming. We want you. So I know we just signed up a big quarry as well.
I've got to go out to another quarry after this. So.
And we signed up at 200 down in Geelong at some quarry as well, and a few others. So we're actually getting in there, and those members want to get represented.
Well, they haven't been, have they? That's the thing,
And it pays to belong. And like we said, we're coming. So all right, we better get into scallywags.
Scallywags. Oh shit.
Who we got for scallywags?
Scallywags. Who has been playing up? We've been away.
I tell you what, if you're ever flying and you need to go to sleep, you should just listen to the episode of Gorilla and Ralph. That's what I listened to it on the plane. Boys had a few shots of me, straight to sleep. 12-hour flight on the snore,
dribbling and everything.
So, all right, obviously
who's been playing up?
Panth? Well, L.U. Simons.
L.U. Simons, obviously wanting to pour around the clock.
I tell you what, who else has been playing up? Harold Sun. Whinging about traffic controllers again.
Mate, when they've got nothing to whinge about, they just go straight to traffic controllers.
Nothing says
you
you're
go stand out there in live traffic for 12 hours a day and see how you go.
You can't pay for the advertisement they give us. Nothing says better to belong to the CFMEU than we're making jobs. $200,000 a year. They do it. It pays to belong. So Harold Sun.
Who
else? Melbourne City Council for stopping our pour. I think that the permit was 1 day out. But
tell me that they weren't itching to do that.
And all them pro-Israel supporters.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's full genocide.
Who are we going for, boys?
Panth?
No comment.
No comment.
Being a concreter, I'm going to say L.U.
Simons.
Yeah.
Must have been a while since you've poured a bit of concrete there.
Well, yeah, bro. Don't play that around, bro. Who are we going for Suki Lala? Mossy would have had a sook about not getting his paw.
He'd come to his senses, though. He always comes around. He's not too bad.
You don't want to throw him under the bus. So I'll throw Mossy under the bus.
Oh, you throw Mossy under the bus.
We better go out the same old way.
We've got a track.
Radiothon.
Yeah, Radiothon. How could we forget? The 17th of next month is the live show on a Sunday.
Sunday.
On for an hour, so we'll have the Radiothon. So
Get in, call in, because we need the money.
Otherwise, we'll give you scallywags.
Yeah, we obviously, everyone dig deep.
It's a community-run radio show, and we need the coin to keep it going.
And obviously, the concrete game have been going forever. So ring in,
and we'll have a do once the gorilla gets his shit together
and approves it. So ring in, get in, make the donations. Creatures of the industry and the concrete gang, we both throw in. We need to get the money in. So
we'll remind you every week until it's on.
And any bosses who don't throw in, you'll be publicly shamed.
Mossy.
And then we better go out the same old way.
Dare to struggle.
Dare to win.
If you don't fight,
you lose.
And it's goodbye from the concrete gang.
You jumped in then, you.
Y'all can sing if you want to. Sometimes in our life, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow, for no one can feel those of your needs that you won't let show. Sing, y'all, you just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Sing, you just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load if you just call me. Say, call me if I need a friend. Call me, call me, call me, call me.
You've been listening to a 3CR podcast produced in the studios of independent community radio station 3CR in Melbourne, Australia. For more information, go to allthews.3cr.org.au. You've been listening to a 3CR podcast produced in the studios of independent community radio station 3CR in Melbourne, Australia. For more information, go to allthews.3cr.org.au.